Hey everyone, what's up? Danny or Hector for Barbecue here. Asked to do another recent watch horror review, and this is most likely going to be my last one until the future, that is. I just want to get back on track with my 64 favorite horror films of all time. So anyway, the film I'm going to be reviewing today is The House on Sorority Row, which I just saw 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I saw the piece of shit remake first, which is simply titled Sorority Row. I saw it once when it was first released on DVD, and it may very well be the worst remake I've ever seen in my life. Just complete crap. I'll probably rant on it one day, but anyway, this film is directed and written by Mark Rossman. He also wrote the film along with Bobby Fine. And producing, you have John G. Clark, and the film stars Kate McNeil as Katie, Aline Davidson as Vicky, Janice Cito as Liz, Robin Molloy as Jeannie, Harley Jane Kozak as Diana, Jody Draghi as Morgan, Ellen Dorsher as Stevie, Lois Kessel Hunt as Miss Slater, Christopher Lawrence as Dr. Beck, and Charles Serio as Eric. Now, the budget on this film was a mere $425,000, and during its theatrical run, it went on to make $10.6 million, so it was a hit. But unfortunately, this seems to be a pretty underrated slasher flick. And the story is as follows. A prank goes horribly wrong when 7 sorority girls play one on their crazy, overbearing house mother, Miss Slater, and soon after, someone starts picking the girls up one by one, taking revenge for Miss Slater's death. Now I'm going to get into my favorite death scenes of the film. First up is a scene where the killer takes a cane which has an eagle on the end, so the tail is very sharp, and the killer takes this cane and slashes Vicky in the gut, the back, and then impales her in the eye with it. Second, I like the scene where the killer takes off Jeannie's head with a butcher knife, and then later on you see her head in the toilet. And the last death scene I like is when this random guy gets stabbed in the throat with the cane. So all in all, the film's worth a watch. The acting is solid. It's rather easy though to figure out who the killer is, but it doesn't bring the movie down. Though there is no payoff because the film ends with sequel bait, and unfortunately one was never made. Instead, we got that shitty remake when they should have just made a sequel. The death scenes aren't all that, in my opinion, except for the ones I mentioned. But speaking of the killer, what he wears reminds me of a mix of Sergeant Kabuki Man from the Troma film Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD and Marty from Slaughter High. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this review, and I will leave the link below to The House on Sorority Row. So thanks for watching, and take care. Later. Oh yeah, and fuck the remake to this film.